Shalom and good evening, everyone, and just happy Passover. Jake Hilton and
Mrs. Martha Hilton.
Ooh, that has such a good ring to it.
It does.
Mrs. Martha Hilton. We are here just to wish you all a happy Passover. And also, this Passover is, I would say, very special for me and my wife because now I didn't know this it wasn't until months after Passover of 2024 that I found out about this. But as it turns out, it was Passover 2024 when I was in Charlotte, North Carolina with a Rude Awakening. That was the very first day that Martha here saw me. Now, she was in Colombia at the time, but you got to see me that night.
That's right. So there was a shortage of mods, of online mods for the online event. I was usually in the Spanish side of things, but that day Chris asked me to be there, and I knew that I was going to see this Jake Hilton guy for the first time, finally.
Who is this Jake Hilton guy?
So I got to see him for the entire afternoon, and then, a couple of hours later, I was literally just asking around if he was single.
You did ask that, Now, again, I didn't know, obviously, that night that it was Martha. I had never, met Martha at the time, obviously. But I do remember, I was talking with Angie Clark that evening.
Or Scott?
And maybe it was Scott. Maybe it was Scott Laird. But somebody told me after the Passover event that there was someone in the live chat that was asking if I was single. And I was like, well, I mean, I am. That is true. I am single. And only Yehovah could have written such a beautiful story that the very beautiful woman from Colombia who had asked in the live chat that evening 1 year ago if I was single, my goodness, about 8 months later we would be married. Wow. And now here we are celebrating Passover, our very first Passover together. So it was Passover 2024 that Martha was introduced to this bearded weirdo right here. And then about 8 months later, 8.5 months later, we were married. And now here we are, Passover 2025, celebrating our first Passover together. So, happy Jake. Happy Jake.
Oh, and I'm going to try for the first time at least your lamb recipe for Passover.
Oh, that's right. So I got my lamb recipe that I normally do, which is very, very simple. You just need salt, pepper, olive oil, onions, cilantro, garlic. Chop it all up, put it in a bowl, mix it all together, and then just saturate the lamb, just cover it, the lamb completely with that mix. Put it in the oven, roast it, and I like it because, lamb, personally, is not one of my favorite meats. I think lamb and goat as well, has a tendency to have a kind of a gamey flavor. It kind of, tastes like you're chewing on a live animal. Like this. But when you prepare it right with the right seasonings and right spices, it completely gets rid of that gamey flavor and makes it really super delicious. So yeah, we'll be doing our lamb recipe tonight.
I think we can share it with them as well. We'll be sharing it with you on the comment section, on the description of the video.
Definitely.
So look for it.
And Martha here is going to be actually making homemade matzah, unleavened bread.
That's right.
Which is something I've never had before.
Oh.
Homemade? No, I've never attempted, to make matzah myself.
Really good.
I just use the uncooked, raw tortillas, that are unleavened tortillas, or a couple of years I've ordered like the cracker matzah, on
the
like
Jewish...
Amazon. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I'm in for a treat tonight as well. So we just once again wanted to make this quick video and just wish you all happy Passover. We love you all. And anything else, babe?
I think I'll be sharing the homemade matzah recipe with you all as well.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone. Once again, we love you and happy Passover, and we'll be seeing you soon. Good night.